Hi, I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from yourblackworld.com. I just got up and I am about to leave town again, but before I leave, I wanted to make some remarks about what President Obama recently did with regard to young illegal immigrants. I'm not here to really say whether or not people should agree or disagree with his policy, but the president did announce that he does not support the deportation of young illegal immigrants. And by young he means under the age of 16, and he's ordering that they not be deported in spite of their illegal immigration status, which I found it to be really interesting. I found it to be very bold on the part of the president, and personally, I see no problem with that order. One of the things that I find really interesting, though, is that you could really contrast this response to the Hispanic community and their demands with the way the African American community has been regarded by the president. You also can contrast this with what happened with the gay community, where the president took a very bold stand on gay marriage publicly, and most of you probably know about that, as a result of the gay community demanding that gay marriage be supported if the president wanted their vote. You've also seen the president take stands when it comes to women's rights. He did a lot of things that were designed to appease females, and he's introduced legislation to get the female vote. African Americans, for the most part, are kind of being simply asked to have the president's back. A lot of you saw that radio ad, which I thought was actually kind of comical in the way that it sort of appeased to or appealed to the very the least common denominator amongst African Americans. I mean, even the way the person spoke, he spoke very slowly, like, it is time for us to have the president's back, the way he has had our back. You know, like it was really just sort of like appealing to us as if we're not that smart, we're not that thoughtful, that all we want to do is shake our butts to some R&B music and we'll give you our vote. There's no discussion of important policies that directly impact us. Namely, I'm talking about primarily mass incarceration, where we've literally got tens of thousands of African Americans who are literally prisoners of war, who are political prisoners, if you want to call it that. They're prisoners of the war on drugs. Many of them got 10, 15, 10, 15 life sentences for nonviolent felonies. I was writing about a brother, I think his name was Clarence Aaron, just the other day, who got 3 life sentences for witnessing a drug deal while he was in college. He had a nonviolent felony. He didn't have any criminal record. You got guys like Mario Lloyd out of Chicago who got 14 life sentences for drug distribution, even though he had no criminal record. You've got all these cases around the country of these individuals who are unjustly incarcerated, and yet our first black president has actually gone on record as the least forgiving president in American history. From what I understand, he has given fewer pardons than Bush and Clinton and all these other guys, and he's black. And so, you know, I think that this conversation needs to be had in a way that goes beyond just saying, "Oh, Dr. Boyce, F you, man, you just hating on Obama." Ain't nobody hating on Obama. Obama's hating on himself if he's not stepping to the plate and being the kind of president that deserves unprecedented African American support. We've got to grow beyond the ignorance that says that we should love somebody just because they're black. If you want me to love President Obama the way you do, give me evidence. Show me something. Show me where he's taking a stand for African Americans that is just as bold as the stand he's taking for illegal immigrants. I mean, these are illegal immigrants, people who are in the country illegally, and he's saying, "Look, it doesn't matter if you're here illegally. You can stay. And that's fine." But where is that equally bold stand for the African American community? I'm not saying that there is a legitimate reason for him to do that for us. Of the Hispanic community, that's a big group. Women, that's a big group. You talk about the gay community, that's a big group. But my argument would be very simple, that if there's no legitimate reason for him to take a stand for us, then there's no legitimate reason for us to take a stand for him. There's got to be reciprocity in political relationships. That is just politics 101. Colin Powell understands this. Colin Powell makes it clear, I'm not going to endorse anybody if you don't support my policies. The African American community must take the same position. So that's all I want to say on the matter. I'm out of here. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World. Please take care and have a wonderful day.